Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. I have decided I'm going to skip what's new in makeup for this week because I just cannot wait to get into this palette any longer. I picked this up a long time ago. This is the MAC Holiday palette, and I figured I would pull out some of my MAC current favorites and combine them in a full face of a couple new things and a couple not so new things. So if that sounds interesting, just keep watching. Here is the palette. This is their I Love Surprises eyeshadow palette. It is a 6-pan palette. I got this off of MAC's website. Here are the colors in the palette. The bow is a soft material, and then it looks like bubbles all along the top. Absolutely gorgeous, nice size. I think this was $36. I want to play with this. I also picked up a couple things from Morphe that I wanted to try out. They were having a sale. I've never tried their eyeliner. I have their brow gel here. You know I'm a huge fan of the e.l.f. Brow Lift, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't have any eye primer, so I'm going to use this new concealer for me that I picked up from MAC. This is the Pro Longwear Concealer. I have heard things for years about how fabulous this concealer is. I picked mine up in the shade NC20. The one bad thing that I heard about this concealer was the pump, that it's hard to control the pump. And I have played with this a teensy bit, and I agree, a little bit more comes out than what you would want. But I am being careful, and I don't think that I'm wasting too much. There's some on my hand, and I'm gonna take my concealer brush here. This is the one that I got from Half Caked that I like so much. And I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with this. The only thing that was already on my face was my brows. I used my Essence Eyebrow Designer pencil, but they are not set. I figured I would wait and do it with you with the Morphe Brow Gel. I am starting to figure out that I think I like the brow gels better than the brow soaps, just for laziness purposes. I don't have to spray my brush, and sometimes it's a little bit less wet because I tend to be heavy-handed. I have a primer here from MAC. This is the Prep and Prime Skin Refined Zone, and this is supposed to diminish your pores. I've had this for a long time, and it just gets lost in the drawer, and I want to see if I remember what I like about it. Feels thin. I know that Mel Thompson loved this primer. I think that's the reason why I got it. And it feels nice. It feels very nice on the skin. I did put some of that Carpe no lip sweater on, and it's been, I have been liking it. So let's get into this palette. This is the black, and it looks like it's got a little bit of shimmer in it. Here's the brown. Wow, that feels nice. It's the first shimmer. Wow, these feel really nice. I am impressed. Here's the gold shimmer. And then the last shade is this middle shade. I'll put it down here. Looks sort of taupey. If you saw, Kiko Milano has a very similar looking eyeshadow palette. That's one of the splurges that I made for Black Friday. I did. I picked it up. It's a $20 palette, and it was on sale. And I'm going to do a little comparison. I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. This is their Detail Crease Brush. And I'm going to start with this lighter shade here and just see how deep that looks in my crease. It's a very pretty transition shade. Let me try a little bit of a bigger brush. It might be too big, but this is the Units 307. Need to wash my brushes again. Just going over it and just pulling it a little bit out on that edge. Tell me what you splurged on for Black Friday. Did you take advantage of some of the sales? I honestly felt overwhelmed. I felt like every YouTube post was about what to get. Every single makeup brand had things on sale. And sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I do nothing. I mean, I did shop, but not as much as I thought I would. I did place another Shop Miss A order, of course, the day before the sale started. Not my smartest move. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go back into my e.l.f. detail brush, and I'm gonna go into this slightly deeper brown shade. And I'm just gonna concentrate that a little bit deeper in the crease. If you are new here, this is, I've mentioned it a few times, but this is my first experience with MAC shadows. And so far, so good. I'm liking it. I think I want to take that lighter shade a little bit higher. So I'm taking that original brush and just pulling that up a little bit more. When you have a lot of real estate, I don't like it to look too blank up there. You don't want to go all the way to the top, but a little bit closer. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go into this black because I have to. See what that black's all about. And because I do see like flecks of gold in there. Does that make it more blendable? Sometimes when there's shimmers that disappear, I think it was Tati when she came out with her palette that said that that helps them blend more. If you've ever wondered about shadows that have shimmers that just go away. Just keeping it right on that inner edge. Outer edge, I should say. That side's giving me a little bit of trouble blending. Not sure I'm loving that black. I'm gonna go over it with that brown shade. And then it'll just have a darker base and hopefully look smoother. And don't be afraid to switch up your brushes, because I do believe that sometimes the right brush helps. I'm going to go into this Essence Smoky Eyes brush and just go over this a little bit more. I think that looks good. Now for some shimmers. These two champagnes look similar. This one just looks like it's a little bit more of a satiny shimmer, whereas this is more of a glittery shimmer. I think what I'll do is I'll take this taupey satiny shimmer first and go towards the outside of the lid. Just gives a little bit of a sheen, that's pretty. And then I'll go in with this satiny champagne. It's pretty for a little more of an understated look. Not quite the pop that I want. So I'm going to go into this really bright glittery gold. Go right over it. Just to blend, I'm going back in at that taupey color, taupey silvery shimmer. I'm just going back over the center just so all those colors blend. I'm going to go into this deeper shade right here and throw this on the bottom lash line. A little bit of that darker black on the edges. Let's see if I can wipe away this fallout. Nope, just smeared it all over my face. Let me go clean up under my eyes and I'll be right back. Fallout is cleaned up. Now I want to continue with the eyes, and I grabbed a couple new pencils from Morphe. I've never used their eyeliner. This is their black liner. It's in the shade Dark Room, and I'm just going to see how this goes on my waterline. You know how much I love my sweet tea for my lips. They're very inexpensive. My eyes are quite bloodshot. Let me go ahead and take care of that. Lumify to the rescue. So I may need to reapply that because honestly my eyes just got all watery from the eye drops. I do have a gel liner from Morphe. I love my Inglot so much, and it is on the expensive side. So I figured I would give this one from Morphe a chance, see if it dries out really fast, see how it works. It's got like a little seal on there. Looks very pretty inside. Always exciting when you get a new one. I'm going to use my brush and spoolie that I have from Alter Ego, and I'm just going to tap into this. And let's see, I'm going to wipe it off on the sides just in case, and then let's go in. Now, of course, I have eyeshadow on that's sort of covering it. I promise I will do another look where you can see the liner more, but so far, so good. That went on super easy, and I'm gonna clean up that edge with a little bit of concealer, going back into that Pro Longwear, and again, a little bit on my hand there. And now this spoolie and brush is from Wet n Wild. I'm just gonna tap that brush in there. I still see a lot of glitter on my face. That's okay. And I'm just going to clean up that edge. Just draw along that line and then tap it. Just going right underneath where that wing is. I'm going to go in with concealer next because I have this right here. I'm going to add just a teensy bit more. So that is how much concealer is on my hand. For years I've been hearing that this concealer is just a dream, and I do like how lightweight it is. Hopefully it gives me the coverage that I like and doesn't dry out my under eyes. I think that looks good. I was able to build it up. We'll see if it ends up looking cakey. I'm gonna go back to the eyes, curl my lashes, and throw a little bit of my Rare Beauty mascara on the top and some of my Ulta Lash Flash on the bottom. I'll just speed you through this part. I'm back. I did not put lower mascara on because I still haven't powdered under my eyes, but I had the Rare Beauty on the top, and then I added that shadow back in under my eyes because we lost a little bit with the cleanup and the adding of concealer. For foundation, I just grabbed my Dior. This is the Backstage Face and Body. Haven't used it in a while. One of my favorites. Very, very thin, beautiful on the skin. I love this foundation. I like the smell. Doesn't spit like my other Dior. Smooth, pretty, even. Yes. I'm gonna set with a little Huda Beauty. And under the eyes, I'm going to use a little bit of my Morphe Bacon Set Brightening Pink Powder. I use this pretty much every day. Very good. For contour, I grabbed my Sephora Collection contour. I'm gonna use my Alter Ego number 3 brush for this. Soft and easy contour. I usually set my cream bronzer with that, so I wasn't used to having to build it up a little bit, but it looks pretty. It looks very soft. And for blush, I grabbed my LYS cream blush in Kindness. I love this. Figured we'd go for a more peachy look today. This is just soft and easy. Sometimes I set this with the powder, sometimes I don't. Today, I'm going to leave it alone. I do have a discount code with LYS if you want 20% off your order. It's time to fix these eyebrows. They are a little wonky from all the work that we've done, and I want to play with this brow gel. So you know I love my e.l.f. Brow Lift. Morphe has a clear brow gel as well. It looks exactly the same. I did pick up their double-ended brush that came with it. However, I will tell you, I used it with my e.l.f. Brow Lift and this piece has already come out. So not the best quality brush, but I like that it's angled. And let's see if this performs as well as my e.l.f. It feels the same. Wow, looks good. I will keep you posted as to how the hold is. Just gonna shape them up a little bit there. So far, so good. I'll go ahead and throw some of my Ulta Lash Flash on the bottom lashes. I did grab a white liner from Morphe just to put in my inner corners for a little brightness. I literally just draw the smallest V right in that inner corner just to add some light. And for lip liner, you know I have about 100 sweet teas floating around my house, but I picked up a new shade. This one is called Bite Me. I'll do a little comparison between Bite Me and Sweet Tea and see how similar they are. So here is my beloved Sweet Tea, which I would call a deep brown nude. And then here is Bite Me. Looks to be just a little bit darker. Well, that did not go on as smooth as my Sweet Tea. I don't know if the deeper shade makes a difference in the formula, but this one did drag a little bit. So if you're looking into Morphe liners or ever listen to my recommendations, stick with Sweet Tea. And I have had this MAC lipstick for the longest time. I love it. It is in the shade Yash. It is their matte formula. And because I've lined my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and just swatch this on my hand. There's a little bit of a drag when you put it on, but they really stay on well. I let them set a couple minutes, then I blot, and they will stay. Skin looks good. Brows are still up. Oh, if you're noticing the hair, I am still playing with my new shark, having fun, and my husband prefers my hair curly. I think I prefer my hair blown out. You have to tell me which one you prefer, but I did this for him and I used the diffuser accessory that comes with the shark. I promise that video is coming soon. I am in love. Put a little bit of my One Size setting spray on. Final thoughts on the new products that I tried. Let's start with the star of the show. This is the baby. This is what I wanted. This is what I coveted, and I finally picked it up and then held onto it until I was able to film with it for you. I like it. The shimmers are not quite the smooth, wet texture that I love. However, the eye look looks very pretty. I'm very pleased with how the eyeshadow turned out. The only shade that I really struggled with was a little bit with this black. I will continue playing with it because I like a nice dark outer corner, but it does not look patchy to me. It looks very nice. Let me know what you think. The other MAC products that I played with, hadn't played with this in a while. The skin looks smooth, the skin looks good. I will continue using this because I've had it too long. I need to use it. I love the MAC lipstick. As far as the Morphe products, the black liner, it looks nice and dark and inky. I think this is going to be a winner. We'll see if it dries out really fast like my Maybelline did. This is the liner, this is the brow gel. I think they both worked out great. The black liner and the white liner, great. I did fix the black liner a little bit after I added that Lumify, but I will keep you posted if this stays on my waterline and doesn't smear everywhere, but so far so good. The white is not crazy popping, but I think that my tastes are changing. Sometimes I think that looks a little artificial, so a softer white in the inner corner, I'm okay with. And the lip liner, I didn't love it. I don't love the Bite Me. I will continue playing with it and see if my opinion changes, but for right now, I'm gonna say stick to sweet tea. I hope that this was enjoyable for you. I hope that you got a better idea as to how this palette functions, how this palette works. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not subscribed already. Be sure to give the video a thumbs up if you had a good time, if you enjoyed the content. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit that notification bell next to subscribe, you'll get a notification every time that I do upload. I will see you in the next one. Have a great day.